Hi everyone, this is AJ. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new comparison video. Yes, today I'm going to take a look at the release of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the new 4K release. Done an opening for this, and I'm going to compare it to the US version. See if there is a difference between the two. So let's get into it. Okay, yeah, so first of all, first question that people's going to be saying, well, why have you got the UK and the US one? So basically what happened was, I pre-ordered the US one when it first came out, when it first came to be online, which was before we got it here in the UK. When it arrived in the UK, I then pre-ordered the UK version with the intent of cancelling the US version. Only I never got around to cancelling the US version on Amazon. What then happened was subsequently I received the UK version. Then subsequently, I then noticed some more money had been taken out of my account by Amazon US. Only to then realise too late that they'd shipped the US version. So now what's going to happen is I will send the UK version back and I will get a refund on that. So at the end of the day, all good, maybe spent a little bit more money than what I needed to, but there you go, that's life. Now, interestingly, there was a comment on some of the Facebook forums this morning about the differences between the US and the UK version. Apparently ours is matte and theirs is spot or gloss, not spot gloss, sorry. Theirs is gloss, so matte versus gloss. So I'm going to open up this one. I'm going to take the opportunity, considering I have both here, and then compare and see what I think between the two, and if there is in fact a difference. So let me adjust the camera and we shall take a gander. So in front of us here you can see I have both releases. Here I have the UK release. You can tell that because it's still got the age rating sticker on it there, which can be taken off. And here is the US release. So obviously this one has been opened, but I will do a full comparison. So looking at the fronts, this one's still sealed. Slight enlargement on the writing there on the J card. Now let's flip over to the top. Exactly the same there on the top of the J cards, and flip to the back, and there we have slight differences. As you can see, the UK one still here, the US one there. A differentiation in the placing of the barcode, bit more here, bit larger there, digital included, and all this sort of thing. Yeah, so there's that. So as for the spine is the same with the exception of the US having it Ultra HD Blu-ray sign there at the bottom, as you can see. Yeah, and we haven't got that. So what I'm going to do now is set this one aside, and I am going to take a knife very carefully and open this here US version release and see. Oh, I can see straight away that yes, we do get a glossy version of the Steelbook. So the J card is not stuck down. Same with this. Let me bring the other one back in to show. Yeah, so I'm going to remove the J cards. Now there is a clear difference between the two. As you can see, this is the matte version. This is the glossy version, and straight away you can see a difference in the colouring between the two, as in this looks a bit more lively with the gloss. Yeah, let's go to the sides. Again, gloss more shinier down the spine there than here, and on the back again. I will say that I think that the gloss ones actually have a bit more life to it. They stand out more of a sort of spark to it. And let's have a look at the disc's interior. Oh, here we go. Redeem your thingy there. So straight away with the disc, let's have a look here. Okay, so one big difference, obviously, is that we get both discs. We get the the Blu-ray version and the 4K version, but in the US, it's only the 4K disc. That's very interesting. It's got the art on it, which is nice. Now, I believe, is this the art that was used on the previous 4K Steelbook that we had? I don't know. But there we go. But again, nicer disc on the inside. The inside art is still the same. I won't take that apart. And obviously the poster is the same as well. There is a US code there. If anyone wishes to use that, please feel free, as I will not utilise that code. There it is there. So yeah, so what can I say when comparing the two of these? Is that number one, I will keep 2 copies of the poster, and the other will be sent back posterless. What can I say? What can I say? Well, I will say that I actually prefer the US version. I actually prefer the gloss than the matte. But obviously that could go any way you want. I mean, you could be a fan of a matte finish as opposed to a gloss finish and say, well, I prefer that one because it's matte. But for me, I do think, looking at them both, I think that the glossy finish is a better finish to it. Probably more of a fingerprint magnet. But regardless, I just think it stands out as being somewhat more vibrant. So there we go. So yeah, so an interesting comparison there. UK versus US. Yeah, so tell me your thoughts. What do you prefer out of these two? Like I said, I will be keeping this one for the collection, and this one will be going back to Amazon for a full refund. One of them has to. I mean, I could swap the discs and send that box back. They wouldn't know the difference. But no, I'll send back that, and I will keep the American one. I do think it stands out nicer. It won't match the other 2 or the other 3 that I'm getting, because obviously they're going to be a matte finish. But that doesn't really bother me in the least. In this case here, I will go for that version there. But yeah, no. I just think it's very interesting that it's one disc with a digital code, one 4K disc with a digital code, no Blu-ray, whereas we get a Blu-ray and the 4K. So what would you go for out of these two? You tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Yes, and thank you for watching. It is hot up here, hence why my head is quite sweaty. It's only going to get worse, isn't it? Temperature over the next few days is going to shoot right up, and that doesn't make me a very happy chappy. But anyway, this is AJ. Thank you for watching. Please consider hitting the subscribe button, come and join the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care all. Goodbye.